So there's been a lot of conversation around the markets, right? Just got the phone with a friend of mine. He's saying, I don't know if I want to invest when it's going down. I want to find the bottom. Well, reality is we may be at the bottom. We may not. We're only down 2 to 5% for the S&P. Again, client accounts, friends accounts may not be down that depending on how you're invested. It's all variable, but it really what I'm proving a point is people are talking about it and they're concerned and they're not sure what to do. Super simple. My answer, and it's a very consistent one, you should stay invested. Matter of fact, you should buy in, especially if you have a 15-year or longer time to work, invest, and make this money grow. So that's the long and short of it. Now, we're going to get into two or three things here. I'm going to be very brief on them. Warren Buffett has a famous quote saying, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Ultimately, greed is not what we want to operate on. We want to be opportunistic. So I changed that to when others are fearful. I'm sorry, be fearful when others are greedy. That makes sense. But more so, be opportunistic when others are fearful. You don't want greed to drive what you do, but it's a good quote by Warren Buffett, just changing it. All right. So if we're looking at this chart, a lot of people talk about oil. Oil has spiked from $60 a barrel up to almost 120. It's touched it. It's kind of hovering around $100, give or take. So when we see oil spike 75 to 100% year over year from this time last year, or any time in the relevant past, just depending on how you measure it, you typically see a recession follow, which is the gray. So blue is the price of oil. Gray is the recession, how long it lasts. And the yellow lines there are the golden band in which we hit that. That's kind of the average. When we see it touch that line, we see a recession shortly after, or we're coming out of one. So it doesn't always mean one's coming. Here it is. We just hit it. We just had a 75% increase. It just means something in the future might cause it, or it might be a rippling effect from it. But there's more than likely going to be one in the next, I'm gonna call it 3 years. Okay. Let's not be pessimistic. What does that mean though? But can we control this? I can't control that. I'm paying my mortgage. I'm getting up. I got 3 kids, and I'm working to make a living for my family and help others in the process. That's the main goal. I can't change what oil does. So what do we do? Really great representation here. So if we look, this is a client's financial plan. This is a couple that's in their 40s, and they're ultimately looking to be successful and retire by 65. All of this that you're looking at, every single line item is something, a goal or a thing they spend money on, or where they want to put it, or what they want to do. They want to have education paid for their kids, or a portion of it. There it is. They have a rental beach house they've got, and it costs them $27,000 to have. They rent it out and break even, maybe make 10 grand in a given year. That's fine to them. That's basically they're paying for their vacation all year round, and then they go stay in it when they want. They got a small vacation, gifts, they got investments. So they got income, you got big chunks of what they spend their money on, they got little chunks of where that money goes to break it out. Let me ask you a question. Does oil have anything to do with that right now? No. The answer is no. Clients want certainty in what they're doing. We can give people that by walking through what their future wants, they want their future to look like, backing into what they need to do, how much they need to invest to get there. This client invests about 21 grand a year right now. We need that to be somewhere in the ballpark of 32 to 36 grand to get to the goals that they want. So we're backing into that slowly. Oil is only a short-term effect. We should consistently continue to plan to invest in the stock market, not run away from it. Be opportunistic when others are fearful. Hope this helps you just think about how to look at the market when things are a little volatile.